Hi everyone, welcome back to Self-Care Haven. Today I'm going to be talking to you about holistic healing. And what is holistic healing? Well, holistic healing involves healing not just the body, but also the mind and the spirit in the event of an illness. As someone who has dealt with a variety of illnesses during her lifetime, including a potential life-threatening one, I personally know what it feels like to be overwhelmed with the despair, the anxiety, the frustration that accompanies illness, as well as the uncertainty of survival and life as we know it. So as you can see, I have conquered my illnesses and I'm surviving and thriving today. And while there have been mixed studies on whether a positive attitude affects the outcome of an illness, I'm really here to tell you that there's also been studies that show a great deal of support towards self-fulfilling prophecies, the mind-body connection, and the power of expectations. We can even see this in the placebo effect, where someone who receives a fake medication or treatment feels the instant boost of healing effects because they think they're getting a real medicine that's helping them. So I do believe in that mind-body connection. I don't think that we can rule it out just yet as a holistic healing tool. And sharing my personal experience, I want to start by saying that I approached my various illnesses with a proactive fighting attitude. I imagine myself as a warrior arming herself for battle, and I utilized every resources I had, whether it was medical, whether it was natural, whether it was spiritual. I utilized it, whether it was physical, mental, it doesn't matter what it was. I made sure to target any component and utilize any resource that was available to me out there. I read stories of survivors who went through similar illnesses. I made sure that I did my research on the various natural remedies that were available, as well as the procedures and treatments that were available in the medical community. Um, and then there were so many things that I did to ease my spirit and mind and help me better cope with the stress of illness. I meditated more. Meditation releases stress. It relieves it, and it can actually change your brain's neural networks, so you're better equipped and more prepared to cope with stress, and you can meditate at least once a day, every day, to get the full benefits of this natural stress reliever. Whether you're listening to podcasts or looking up YouTube videos or visiting your local yoga or meditation center, just make a commitment. Make sure that you do it, whether it's in a group or individually. Get that healing resource on its way, because it's a natural stress reliever and it can really help your brain cope with the stress of illness. I also did yoga. Yoga increases the body's physical agility, endurance, resilience, flexibility, but it also helps your immune system. It helps lower your blood pressure and slows down your heart rate. It's a great way to be with the present moment and relieve some of the anxiety that's inevitable with illness. And this is the type of mindfulness that you're going to need every day when you're battling an illness. Exercise is an obvious one. I did a lot of dance cardio because it's fun and something that I enjoy doing. And any type of exercise will release endorphins that will help you feel better, but it will also help battle heart disease. It will enhance your sleep patterns. It will give you more energy. And it can also be very preventative, in that it can help your immunity in the long run against certain illnesses like dementia, for example, from conquering you in the future. And you're going to need that extra energy when you're fighting a disease or illness, because you're going to be fatigued a lot of the time, and you want to make sure you give yourself a chance to, engage in exercise and feel like you're really going into battle. In terms of creating a more healthier, balanced diet, I'll share some tips about what I did, and you make sure that you do your own research on what I've been saying, because I certainly want you to take this with a grain of salt. These are what things that worked for me. It might not necessarily work for you and your specific illness, so please do consult with your medical professional and make sure that you do your own research. So what I did was I cut out red meat from my diet. I started drinking lemon water to create a more alkaline environment in my body, which made my body more resistant to disease. I incorporated green tea, which gave me a lot of great antioxidants every day. I increased my consumption of fruits and vegetables, but I also made sure to eat a multivitamin and any other supplements that would help give me the extra nutrients I needed. When you're fighting an illness, you may have certain vitamin deficiencies depending on which illness you have, so I suggest researching that. And you may also have hormonal imbalances that affect your illness, so I suggest researching those as well. Test your hormone levels and find supplements that work for that. Try to find natural remedies to your illness to avoid invasive procedures. You'll find that some illnesses are in fact treatable without the need for surgery. So if you're in the early stages of an illness, make sure you do your research on what's available outside of the doctor's office and see what works and what doesn't. Of course, most illnesses will require a combination of both medical procedures as well as natural remedies. I would recommend watching videos, reading books, reading forums, find out what's worked for other survivors. During this time, make sure again you're adopting that proactive fighting attitude. You're channeling and expressing and accepting your emotions, whether it's through writing, art, or speaking to a counselor or caring friend. Don't repress your emotions because resistance actually increases negative cognitions and thoughts. Just remember to do something every day to help boost your spirit, mind, and body. Eat your multivitamins, pray if that's your thing, go to a Reiki healing session, try acupuncture, write in a gratitude journal, meditate, do Pilates or yoga. Do at least one thing to heal each component of your whole self. Be proactive and do whatever you can to remain a fighter, a warrior, and a survivor. Believe that you can fight and conquer this. I hope you've enjoyed this video on holistic healing, and I hope it helps you on your journey to a healthier well-being. Whatever you're fighting, remember that you're capable of conquering it. So that's all for this topic today. Please do subscribe to my channel if you're interested in these topics, such as mental health, sociology, and psychology. And for more tips on holistic healing, check out my new book, The Smart Girl's Guide to Self-Care, which is available in the links in the description below, and is actually a best-selling book on Kindle. So check that out. Take care and talk to you soon.